Justin Bieber has finally broken his silence, and the secrets he's revealing about P. Diddy are jaw-dropping. After years of speculation, it seems like the truth is coming out, and it's bigger than anyone imagined. Before we dive into these shocking revelations, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the explosive details we're uncovering. Justin's emotional testimony hints at a disturbing reality, a deep, dark side to Diddy's relationship with young stars like himself. And as the skeletons in Diddy's closet continue to fall out, the music world may never be the same. Stick around as we expose the unsettling truth behind the glamorous facade and reveal how this scandal goes far deeper than anyone thought.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where.
It looks like Justin Bieber is ready to take down more than just Diddy. Reports suggest he's exposing several high-profile figures in the industry, including L.A. Reid, who allegedly made inappropriate comments about Justin, even comparing him to a woman, and later found himself facing sexual assault charges. For years, Hollywood's darkest secrets were kept under wraps, but now those secrets are coming out in the open. And in this video, we're going to reveal these shocking details, starting with some of the most notorious individuals in the industry. The accusations surrounding Diddy and his grooming of Justin Bieber are just the tip of the iceberg. Since Diddy's recent troubles, it feels like a new scandal emerges every week, peeling back layers of his hidden past. While he has managed to keep his darker side out of the spotlight for years, the rumors surrounding his relationship with Bieber are now front and center. And if that's not enough, word is that Justin might soon testify against him, taking these revelations to a whole new level. This may sound far-fetched, but there's been speculation for a long time that Diddy has been wary of Justin's loyalties. Do you remember that viral video where Diddy tapped Justin on the chest? Many believe that moment wasn't just casual. It was Diddy checking if Justin was wired, concerned that the young star might be cooperating with law enforcement. It's just another piece of the puzzle, adding to the growing mountain of evidence suggesting that Diddy's secrets are finally catching up with him. Keep watching to get the full story and see the evidence for yourself. In 2021, a video clip showing Diddy getting close to Justin Bieber has resurfaced and sparked fresh discussion. The way Diddy was in Bieber's personal space, tapping his chest, made people suspicious. One tweet suggested that Diddy seemed to be checking if Bieber was wearing a wire, knowing he was being investigated and feeling uneasy about potential witnesses working with authorities. People are now questioning why Justin Bieber is being brought into Diddy's situation and seen as a possible victim. The reason for this comes from the strange connection between the two over the years. Their relationship started in 2009, when Bieber, a newcomer to the music scene, reached out to Diddy for a collaboration. With the support of his fans on social media, Bieber got Diddy's attention, and the two eventually met. Their bond grew, and Diddy even promised Bieber his Lamborghini once he got his driver's license.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come in LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours.
Their bond seemed to extend beyond just the lavish presents, as things took an interesting turn when Diddy openly shared that they had spent 48 hours together. He described the experience as something out of a teenage fantasy, especially for a 15-year-old. This comment sparked curiosity about just how close their relationship had become, raising questions about whether their connection was deeper than it first appeared.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy, having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Looking back, what may have initially appeared as harmless fun now seems questionable, especially in light of Diddy's current legal troubles. People are starting to ask why a grown man like Diddy would spend 2 consecutive days with a 15-year-old when he wasn't even the boy's guardian. This extended time together was enough to make some people uncomfortable, but the situation escalated when Diddy reportedly agreed to take the teenager out to meet girls. It's moments like these that have led many to view their interactions with increasing skepticism and concern, wondering what boundaries were being crossed in this relationship.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
A lot of buzz has resurfaced recently regarding Justin Bieber's frequent appearances at Diddy's infamous parties, particularly after the whole 48 hours conversation shook things up. One party in particular, from February 2014 in Atlanta, caught people's attention, where Justin was seen hanging out with Diddy, Rick Ross, and a host of other high-profile celebrities. At the time, Justin was just 20 years old, and pictures from the event showed him shirtless, mingling with Diddy's crew. These images have resurfaced, sparking new speculation about what might have really been happening behind the scenes at these exclusive gatherings. It wasn't just that one Atlanta party either. Rumors suggest Justin was a regular at many of Diddy's wild events, which were known for their outrageous and often scandalous atmosphere. The situation gained even more attention when a clip from a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians went viral. In the clip, Khloe Kardashian casually mentions attending one of Diddy's parties, where she happened to bump into Justin. However, the real shocker was when Khloe revealed that about half of the party guests were naked. This little tidbit sent the internet into a frenzy, with fans and onlookers alike questioning what was really going on at these gatherings and how deep Justin's involvement with Diddy's party scene went.
Who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber,
So far,
French
so good.
Montana.
Out on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked.
That clip had everyone losing their minds, with people speculating that even at just 20 years old, Justin Bieber might have already been getting invited to Diddy's notorious, secretive freak-off parties. Now, if you're not familiar with what these so-called freak-offs are, let me paint a clearer picture. These weren't your average Hollywood or music industry events. Far from it. These parties were over-the-top, secretive, and downright scandalous affairs. Diddy held them in lavish settings, whether it was an ultra-luxury penthouse, exclusive hotel, or private mansion. And they were his personal domain, where the rules were entirely his own. To the outside world, it might have looked like just another high-profile celebrity gathering, the type where only the most famous and influential were invited, and everything that happened stayed hidden from the public eye. But once you were inside, it became clear that these parties were on a completely different level. The glitz and glamour were just a cover for what was really going down. Sure, there were the usual elements you'd expect at a high-end party: expensive champagne flowing, gourmet food, and luxury decor. But alongside that, there were disturbing things like boxes full of baby oil, shelves stacked with lubricants, and literal stacks of cash ready to pay the male and female escorts who were flown in specifically for the night. Diddy had a reputation for bringing in sex workers from all over the world, turning these so-called freak-offs into drug-fueled high-end orgies that blurred the lines between indulgence and exploitation. His team made sure that everything was perfectly prepped before the party even began. Extra linen stocked in the rooms, the finest liquor chilled and ready, and every last detail planned out to maintain the vibe Diddy wanted. The male escorts who attended were often paid in cash, but the women, they were compensated in other ways. Sometimes with luxury gifts, other times with promises of favors that could advance their careers or open doors in the industry. But it gets even darker. According to some lawsuits and testimonies, many women were allegedly coerced into participating, with drugs like ecstasy and ketamine being used to keep them awake and compliant, even when they were exhausted or no longer willing to continue. These drugs weren't just party favors. They were tools to manipulate and control the participants. And if that wasn't unsettling enough, Diddy was said to have joked about locking women in once they arrived, making sure that once they were inside, they were trapped, with no way out until the party was over. These weren't just parties. They were orchestrated environments where excess, power, and control collided in the most disturbing ways possible.
If you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
There were reports that Diddy acted dangerously at these parties, with claims that he would become violent if things didn't go his way. It said he hit, kicked, and even dragged women by their hair, leaving them injured for days. He supposedly used video footage from these nights to blackmail them, threatening to ruin their lives if they spoke out. What made it worse was how hard he worked to keep these events secret. While Diddy's public image was all about wealth, success, and fame, these parties were his hidden shame. In one big incident in 2012, a party got so out of control that a Manhattan penthouse was completely wrecked, and Diddy had to pay more than $46,000 to cover the damage. But it wasn't just for repairs. People believe it was hush money to keep the truth from getting out. These weren't just wild parties. Diddy reportedly brought in other celebrities, even offering them money to take part. Comedian Cat Williams once shared that he turned down a big offer to avoid getting involved in the chaos.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times, just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no.
The speculation about Justin Bieber attending parties hosted by Diddy isn't completely unfounded. Beyond just the gossip about Bieber being at these wild gatherings and the mysterious 48-hour video that has circulated, there are additional factors that have fueled the belief that Diddy may have played a significant role in influencing or even grooming Justin. One of the most telling signs is how Bieber's demeanor and actions seem to change over time, especially in relation to Diddy. A particularly unsettling interaction between the two recently came back into public view, where Diddy confronted Bieber for losing touch after achieving stardom, which added to the suspicion. The tone of that interaction raised red flags for many people, reinforcing the belief that there might have been something deeper in their relationship that contributed to these ongoing rumors.
Man, you good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah.
Starting to act different, huh?
No,
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
In the video, you can clearly notice Bieber showing signs of nervousness and unease, almost like he's on edge, while he tries to formulate a response to Diddy's comments. His body language and facial expressions give off a vibe of discomfort, as if he's struggling to find the right words in a tense situation.
Tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
Tell you my number.
Yeah.
The whole situation has left many people feeling uneasy, with some even describing it as outright disturbing, particularly in light of Diddy's recent arrest. But the controversy doesn't stop there. An additional layer to the grooming allegations stems from Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, who has come forward with his own accusations. According to Deal, Diddy may have been involved in grooming Usher during their time together, further fueling speculation and raising more questions about Diddy's behavior over the years. These claims have only added to the growing public concern surrounding the issue.
The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man.
In a recent interview, Deal implied that Diddy may have had an inappropriate influence on Usher when the young singer was living with him as a teenager. Usher, who spent approximately a year under Diddy's wing while working on his debut album, has spoken in the past about witnessing some outrageous and unexpected behavior during that time. According to Deal, things allegedly took a more serious turn, leading Usher into uncomfortable and potentially troubling situations. The interview paints a picture of a mentorship that might have crossed boundaries, leaving Usher in challenging positions he wasn't prepared for at such a young age.
No, and people know that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation, and that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I'll let Usher explain that to y'all.
Deal openly stated that Usher has consistently defended Diddy, even though he's fully aware of the reality surrounding how he was manipulated and groomed. According to Deal, despite knowing the full truth, Usher has chosen to protect Diddy instead of speaking out about the situation.
But how dare you say a man that groomed you gonna give him a pass?
Rumors surrounding Diddy have intensified, with growing speculation that his alleged behavior towards other young stars, like Justin Bieber, could mirror what's being claimed in recent accusations. If there are allegations of Diddy grooming Usher, many are now questioning whether he might have used similar tactics with Bieber, given the past situations where both stars spent significant time with Diddy when they were younger. The situation escalates further with new claims involving Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a respected music producer, who filed a lawsuit earlier this year accusing Diddy of sexual harassment and assault. However, Jones's lawsuit reveals even more unsettling details, alleging that Diddy not only harassed him, but also attempted to groom him in a manner similar to what others have alleged. According to the lawsuit, from September 2022 to November 2023, Jones was not merely working alongside Diddy, but was also living in his lavish homes across Los Angeles, New York, and Miami. This is notable because Diddy has previously been linked to similar situations with other young stars like Usher and Justin Bieber, who also spent long periods living in his homes during their formative years in the entertainment industry. Despite Lil Rod being older than those previously associated with Diddy, many observers have pointed out that there is a striking pattern in Diddy's behavior. Jones even spent weeks on Diddy's luxury yacht in the Virgin Islands. As time went on, the lines between professional obligations and personal interactions became increasingly blurred, leading to what Jones describes as highly inappropriate situations. According to Jones, he was subjected to frequent unwanted advances by Diddy, who allegedly groped him on numerous occasions in various settings, from the mansions in Los Angeles and New York to the private yacht. Perhaps one of the most disturbing aspects of Jones's claims involves Diddy's insistence that Jones work while in his bathroom, where Diddy allegedly paraded around naked, sometimes even showering in a clear glass enclosure. This left Jones feeling extremely uncomfortable, but his attempts to report these incidents to Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Korum, went nowhere. Instead of addressing the issue, Korum allegedly brushed it off, trivializing Diddy's behavior as mere friendly horseplay, and dismissing the unwanted touching as a sign that Diddy simply liked Jones. Jones's lawsuit further alleges that Korum wasn't just a passive observer, but may have been actively involved in facilitating Diddy's manipulation of him, working alongside Diddy to coerce him into accepting a sexual relationship. Jones also describes how Diddy exploited his admiration for renowned producer Stevie J, a legend in the music industry who has worked with top artists like Mariah Carey, the Notorious Big, and Jay-Z. Diddy allegedly used Jones's reverence for Stevie J to manipulate him, promising access to career-defining opportunities in exchange for sexual favors. In a particularly shocking detail, the lawsuit claims that Diddy showed Jones a video of Stevie J engaging in unprotected sexual activity with another man in an attempt to normalize this behavior in Jones's eyes, and to convince him that such relationships were common in the music industry. Diddy allegedly even boasted about his own sexual encounters with Stevie J and other male celebrities and dangled the ultimate prize, promising Jones he would secure the Producer of the Year award at the Grammys if he agreed to Diddy's sexual advances. The disturbing nature of these allegations doesn't end there. Jones recounts another deeply unsettling incident during Thanksgiving in 2022. While at one of Diddy's gatherings, Jones says that Diddy, appearing visibly intoxicated, offered him cocaine, which Jones refused. Moments later, as Jones went to use the bathroom, one of Young Miami's cousins reportedly burst into the room and began groping him. According to the lawsuit, Jones believes Diddy orchestrated this assault, sending the woman to sexually violate him. The woman allegedly continued to escalate the situation, stripping off her clothes and attempting to perform oral sex on Jones, who pushed her away and fled the bathroom. The harassment didn't end there, as she followed him out, continuing her attempts to engage him sexually in front of Diddy and his staff. Jones's refusal to participate didn't seem to matter, and the whole incident served as yet another example of how Diddy allegedly used those around him to set up distressing encounters from which Jones found it increasingly difficult to escape. As part of his lawsuit, Jones included photographs from the event showing Young Miami and her cousin to bolster his claims and add credibility to his allegations. Yet perhaps the most troubling element of all is Jones's belief that Diddy was grooming him not only for his own purposes, but also to pass him along to other powerful figures in the industry. This fear came to a head when Diddy introduced Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr., the Oscar-winning actor, best known for his role in Jerry Maguire. During a January 2023 yacht trip in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Jones claims Gooding inappropriately touched him multiple times in front of others, including touching his legs, inner thighs, lower back, and shoulders. The lawsuit goes as far as to include video evidence allegedly showing Gooding forcibly touching Jones during the encounter, adding an undeniable weight to the accusations. While Cuba Gooding Jr. has denied these allegations and expressed shock at being named in the lawsuit, the evidence included makes it difficult to dismiss. This lawsuit has raised serious questions not just about Diddy's alleged behavior, but about the culture of exploitation and abuse that may exist within certain circles of the music and entertainment industries.
Their name, for example, was mentioned in the Diddy case.
Which was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Because you barely know
This is
him,
the
right?
most ridiculous thing ever. But again, welcome to being a celebrity.
Gooding distanced himself from Diddy, emphasizing that their relationship was purely casual and that they were nothing more than acquaintances. He made it clear they were not close or involved on a personal level, downplaying any significant connection between them.
As close to you guys friends or?
We were acquaintances, just like I just showed you.
Yeah.
2-3 times I've seen him, so it's...
Oh, so Diddy, you've only seen him 2 or 3 times.
That's what I'm saying!
Cuba Gooding Jr. DC's credibility has really taken a hit, especially with the public. More than 30 women have come forward accusing him of a range of inappropriate behavior, from groping to outright sexual assault. In 2022, he took a plea deal where he admitted to forcibly touching a woman in a nightclub, which helped him avoid jail time, but did absolutely nothing to clear his name. The controversy around him still lingers heavily. Given all that, it's fair to question whether Lil Rod could be telling the truth. When you look at the broader picture, for many, these kinds of accusations seem to be forming a pattern. This isn't just about Diddy's alleged grooming of young stars or the past with Justin Bieber. Recently, even more troubling information has been emerging about Diddy, and it's getting harder to ignore. So when you put it all together, it starts to paint a pretty concerning picture. Justin Bieber's recent testimony about P. Diddy has brought many long-standing rumors into the public eye, revealing disturbing details that go far beyond what people initially imagined. Bieber's statements have reignited concerns about Diddy's treatment of young stars, including himself. These allegations aren't just isolated incidents, but seem to fit into a larger pattern of troubling behavior that has been hidden for years. Diddy's relationships with stars like Bieber, Usher, and others have raised serious questions about whether he used his influence and power to groom or manipulate them. The situation is not only about rumors of inappropriate relationships, but also about a much darker side of the entertainment industry that may involve exploitation and abuse. As more information comes out, the accusations against Diddy are becoming harder to dismiss, and it's clear that there is much more to this story. The impact of these allegations is growing, and the music industry may soon face a reckoning as the truth continues to unfold. What started as whispers and rumors is now developing into a major scandal, one that could forever change how people view some of the biggest figures in the entertainment world. And that's a wrap on these shocking revelations. What do you think about Justin's testimony and the allegations against Diddy? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. We'd love to hear your perspective. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the latest updates on this unfolding scandal. Stay tuned for more.